What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Vampy Book Club. You guys know what this is. You guys know who this is. You guys can, I can't get this party started without at least one of the main men. So I got at least one.
We're back again.
Yeah, at least one of them.
Yeah, what's up? Where's Dale? Dale busy today?
Yeah,
I can imagine.
Dell got some stuff to do, so he won't be joining us. But we're getting into the summer special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get Vampy back in color here too in this issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not. You can't hear me.
I can hear you, but you can't hear me, can you?
No, I can hear you just fine. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. I got you loud and clear.
All right.
I know how this is. I've been working on learning how to do StreamYard this week and stuff, and yeah, because I got a special guest on my show coming up on Wednesday, so I had to go to StreamYard doing the free version and stuff. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a little crazy, but here we go. Vampy number 55 right here.
Yeah, 55, and we're doing 55, and we're doing the story of we get a little more Gonzalez stuff.
Yeah, that looks good. I like that. I like this art right here. This looks good. Like a little bit color in her. I love the moon in the background. Almost looks like a sun, I guess you can say. But yeah, Gonzalez is always crushing it with these pinup style art that he does in these. And I like how they always have like, a good full page, this cover. Like it's like a secondary cover, when you open up the magazine of Vampirella. So it's pretty rad. I like the window in the background and everything. Yeah, that's cool. He did a good job on this one.
Yeah, he did. He honestly did. He did a great job on this one. I used it as our thumbnail. Used it as our thumbnail. And then we get all these older stories with it. And then finding out this thing isn't so you know how it says October on the cover or whatever?
Oh, it does. It does say October up there.
It says October, but it was done in August. But so they would put the October on it, so the newspaper people wouldn't take it off the stand.
Oh, until yeah, they would okay, give it a couple more months to try to sell a little bit more issues.
Right.
Dude, did you know that mycomicshop.com, their auction going on right now, they got Vampirella number 1 in a 5.5. It just went up yesterday.
Right.
And then they got I think like an ungraded one too. That's for sale. The ungraded one right now is outperforming the graded one, which is crazy.
I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I kind of want to look it up. Why we do this show and bring you up the numbers. Yeah. But I got a bid on one now, the Lucio Perillo cover.
Right.
It's a 9.9. Like I don't have a 9.9 in my collection. And so I'm like, I want to try to see if I can get a Perillo 9.9. There's only one in the census too of CGC. So and it's an ultraviolet one of her, like she's holding that heart like this. It was from the new run too. The new run.
Right. That would be cool. That would be cool for you to have a 9.9 and a Perillo.
Yeah, only I'm like because it's a Perillo one. But yeah, we jumping off topic. We love Vampirella over here, so we always talking about her and stuff.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me see if
you're good. So they got a 5.5 going. It's on auction right now. It's still up for like 4 more days. $225 for a 5.5. And then there's a 4.0, this raw copy. It's actually $257. So you guys, and then there's a issue number 19. It's a freaking 9.8, dude. They got issue number 19 as a 9.8 CGC right now. $511, dude, on the bidding, dude. So that blows my mind because this Vampirella number 19 from the Warren Publishing magazine from 1972 in a 9.8, dude. How the hell did that thing survive all these years? You know, that's crazy.
Probably a newspaper copy or what do you call it?
A direct, but no, it's
not newsstand, but
it wouldn't be a facsimile, you know.
Publisher copy.
Oh, okay. So maybe a publisher had a copy, you know,
right,
kept in their archives and stuff like that. But yeah, it's that's crazy. At 9.8, dude, that's just wild to me. Let's see if I see what year it was. Like, it's 1972. So
yep.
Wow. That's where I was able to find that Lucio Perillo. It's going to be the legacy run. It's number 6. It was the end of like the first arc that not the first arc. How many first arc does Christopher Priest does, you know, with them? It's hard to keep track of them.
Right.
But it's the legacy run of, let me pull it up real quick. 681. So yeah, not too long ago. But yeah, it's a 9.9. I have there's a couple other 9.9s too. They got a Greg Land cover, which is stunning as hell, 9.9. And then a Comic Kingdom exclusive. Not a condom, Comic Kingdom. A Mike Chrome cover version. Yeah. It's nice at a 9.9 as well. But and they have my favorite, Leslie Lyrics Lee. They got a Lyrics Lee, but it's only a 9.8. But it's Vampirella Armageddon, where she's kind of doing that American Beauty pose cover right there. I might jump on that when I'm outbidded right now. It's only $34 right now, but I really want to get a 9.9 because, and Mike, I'm going to try to get a 9.9. Let's get a Perillo 9.9 because it's Lucio Perillo. He's amazing, amazing.
Yeah, so Perillo's going to be, he's going to be one of the other ones that are going to be known for Vampirella. Him, and it's going to be him. Gonzalez is going to be known for the 70s. The 2000s is going to be him. It's going to be all him. Because for cover wise, but interior
and what do you think about Joe Jesco too? Maybe would probably
just goes 90s.
Yeah,
Jesco's would be so it'd be Jose in the 70s and 70s, and then early 90s is be Jesco, and then early 2000 like 2010 ish would be because Perillo. So that would be the three kings of Vampirella pretty much. The three, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the three majors that people are gonna know covers for. Like as soon as you see the cover, you know who it is.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind seeing this one as a T-shirt.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, depth, everything looks great, and like the continuity that he uses with her face too is always on point. And it's not different ever. It's always pretty much the same type of face, same type of look, same type of body. Right. So I think I love it.
Yeah. And then we're getting into this story, the weird thing. If you guys want to find out what the 7 dwarves have to do with this, you guys are going to find out right now. But we get it. So the story. Okay. So you remember about what was it, what was that the assassin's name again from a couple issues back?
Oh yeah, I can't now. Yeah, so I can't remember.
But this is pretty much the guy here. This is the issue that he appeared in, and then when he comes back to be the assassin. Yeah, so these are the issues he appears in. So these are some.
Okay. So they try to tie all the story in this one because like almost like an annual feel. We're gonna have a bunch of reprints from previous stories, but then we're gonna have a new story in color.
So the difference in between Dynamite's version of this and their version is their version was to get as much reading as you can for the what you're paying for it.
Yeah, for your buck.
Yeah. But that. Dynamite is all one shots, everything that's like a summer special, winter specials, or
holiday. The holiday,
the holiday specials are always one shots. But back then, what type of entertainment we have? TV that didn't have no TiVo, no nothing. So and then when you guys go on trips, you would take a summer special with you and actually keep on reading and give you one new story out of it. From $1.50. Oh no, $1.50, and then they get from let's see, from $1.25. So you got 25 more cents of material.
And the whole book's all Vampirella. Like, here you go. If you missed any issues or whatever, you want to read them or whatever. It's
right. I mean, it's good for a reader.
Yeah,
it's good for it's good for a reader if they wanted to catch up. And then pretty much if you wanted to pick something up for the first time for Vampirella, I would say that this would be these would be.
I agree. I think it would be a good one to pick up that you can jump on. There's going to be a lot of stories and they're going to tie in with each other, and and you get some really great artwork, because we're not going to review the whole book. We're only going to review the one story, but I did flip through them and looked at I'm like, golly, man, some of this artwork is just stunning.
This is when Gonzalez first jumped on. These are the first 10 issues that he jumped on. So I have the artist approved for this, or the artist edition of this, and just having the big pages and seeing all the little writing that changes on it, it's kind of fun.
That's kind of cool. It's like the work in progress type of book. Okay.
So most of this stuff is all of Gonzalez's work, like when they met Dracula and stuff like that. But my thing is, the new run should not have Dracula as her love interest. It should be Adam.
It should be Adam. Yeah, I agree.
But they're both Draculonians, so they wanted to have a pure blood Draculonian. So I understand why. So
and the name recognition, the name Dracula is going to sell. Probably more than Adam Van Helsing.
Right. Unless you go, unless you just say Van Helsing and doesn't name him Adam at all.
Exactly. Yeah. But I like how his name's Adam, because Adam was the first man on Earth. And so they really tie into that. And Lilith was the mother of Adam. And yeah.
Well,
there we go.
Yeah. Here's the colored. Let's just say, I think Dubé should have stick to writing it, because even looking in the actual issue, it was pretty freaking bad.
Yeah, he wrote it, and then he decided that he was going to color over Jose's art, and maybe just wanted to put too much into it.
I think he fucked it up.
Yeah. I mean, I do agree. I think he did mess it up. Some of the tones of the color was just a little bit off. He wanted to put too much into it. He wanted to make it his own thing, and maybe his ego got in front of his way,
My thing is, Pendragon and the other guy should be a lot lighter, and she should be a lot lighter than they are, because even in the hard copy, even in this copy, it looks almost close to it. Like just slightly lighter, but it's still not good. Because I was curious, so I looked through it. I'm like, I wonder, is it as dark as it is here? Yeah, pretty much.
I think Vampy should have more of a Vampirella skin, lighter skin, because it's a vampire skin. Right. She's an alien vampire. We're not talking, but she can walk out in sunlight, but she shouldn't be looking all copper tone,
Yeah, like she can get a tan, and she shouldn't be tan at all, because. Dude, he tanned them, all of them out. Even the alcoholic guy that doesn't go outside. There's a couple favorite lines in here that I really like from him. That made me giggle a little. But story's not too bad. We get to our old friend's funeral, one of his old friends' funerals, and come to find out, we find out a lot of stuff
A lot of background. Pendragon had a couple acquaintances back before he met Vampirella, and they learned illusions together, magic tricks and stuff like that. And but one of them was super, super greedy, and he just wanted to make money. And then Pendragon went off and did his own thing, and he hadn't seen the guy at the funeral, his friend at the funeral, here in a long time, because he became 40, a recluse. Yeah.
40 years. Yeah. Like, he said about 40 years.
40 years. But this dude could manipulate anybody. He was a puppeteer. Like, no matter, like, if you were around him, he would make you think what thoughts come in your head, pretty much. Like, he could puppeteer anything around you, manipulate you and stuff like that. He wanted money. He was super greedy, and he became super, super wealthy in the time when Pendragon left, and went and did his own thing in those 40 years.
Yep.
Is what we find out. And at the funeral, we find out there's an old colleague. There were three. There was like a trio of them, the rich guy and then Pendragon and this other character that gets introduced right here.
Right. Pretty much.
Charlie.
Charlie seems like his butler. That's what I thought he was.
Okay.
Like his helper or something like that.
Yeah. But it comes to find out they were like really close, and like Charlie stayed with this millionaire, this puppeteer that we can call him. And then
I think he's based off of Howard Hughes. He felt like a Howard Hughes character.
Yeah. I see that first. No, yeah, that makes total sense now that you just mentioned that. Yeah,
because back in those days, everybody wanted to meet him, and he was he was
a recluse and a hermit. He stayed away from the public, and he stayed in his own multi-million-dollar house and didn't want anybody to see him. Super greedy, and that does feel like a Howard Hughes type of character, and that's probably where they got this character from. And we're gonna find some other characters that were in the pop culture in the 70s.
Yeah,
at that time as well. Throw it all, give it all to us.
This thing was all over the place. This thing was like I didn't get it until I read it a third time. I finally figured out. I'm like, where did these seven doors come in, and why, how, and where, and what? But because B read it and didn't, wasn't really a fan. I read it. I wasn't really a fan. I expect when we ask Dell next week, I think he won't be a fan either. I think this is going to be our lowest scored one for sure.
Yeah.
Because nothing against Dubé, but Dubé either, like you said, like we say before, pasta to a wall, man. Like, let's see what sticks.
Exactly. So what we got though? Go ahead. Go keep going, Jeff. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it felt like bits and pieces were missing.
Yeah, like deleted pages, deleted scenes out of a movie.
That's why I'm like, I was a little confused. That's why I asked if you were confused too a little. I'm like, dude, there's bits and pieces missing, and it felt like the story could still go, like right where they ended it. I'm like, you could go a little further with this. I mean, if you wanted to.
It seemed like it was a one shot, a separating part of a chapter of a novel, because Vampy is in the background of this whole book. Like, it's not has really nothing to do with her. She's just there, like, as a reader, like, oh, this is your friend. Oh, this is what happened. Right. And so they go to the funeral, and Pendragon's like, I haven't seen him in 40 years. She's like, I really wish I would have met him. He's like, well, you couldn't have, because I haven't seen him in 40 years. And then all of a sudden this Charlie shows up, and he's like, hey, aren't you Pendragon? And he looks at him like, oh my God, my old friend Charlie, I haven't seen you in like 40 years as well. And because Pendragon went off to do his own thing, and maybe Charlie and our Howard Hughes character did their thing. But there's mysterious ways that this guy died. Like, maybe they hint like maybe he's not even dead, because Charlie goes into a crazy story about our Howard Hughes character. I can't remember his name, so I was going to call him Howard Hughes.
Yeah.
To make our our
lives
Vampy Book Club, go on. He wants to go back to his native of Texas and die in Texas.
Right.
But Charlie swears that he was piloting the plane and old Mr. Hughes was in the back. And that's the only people on the plane. But by the time he lands in Texas, he goes and he finds that Mr. Hughes is missing his brain and his eyes.
Yeah,
and he's dead.
But the biggest thing is, like this part, there's a freaking huge ass gap of what happened, like in between. I'm like,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So like we were saying, like there's gap, like it tells you a little bit, but it doesn't tell you enough where to say, oh, something like all it says is Charlie flew the plane, and then Charlie went back there to check on him, and he's missing the top of his head, and he's missing eyeballs, but it doesn't say like, well, it doesn't say, well, how it happened, or like, how they always give explanations to how it happened and stuff like that. Nothing.
Yeah, it was totally out of the blue.
What's going on?
Hope you're having a good 4th of July 250 year anniversary for America, baby. America.
Yeah.
USA.
I think he's Canadian though.
It's okay. It's okay. We're part of the same continent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so like I said, this part was a little iffy because a lot of times Dubé, like I told you.
Yeah. But dude, what happens right here? So like they're in the show for someone's driving a limousine, and then like this was really weird to me because then the bottom thud and then like gas, cough. I'm like, what's going on? Then they get gas. They pretty much get like drugged. Pendragon and Vampirella. Why would Charlie just go ahead and drug? I don't know. Missing scenes here.
Yeah, missing like gaps and stuff like that. So, well, like I said, 7 doors, something with the 7 door. What's 7 doors and Vampirella have in common? We'll find out right now.
This is when the issue went off the rails for me. I was just like, oh, I don't know. I just think this was like, I don't know. Dubé was on. This is in the 70s, so maybe he took a hit of acid and watched freaking Red.
I thought the same thing. Or Red. What's the heck is the Johnny Depp movie from the 90s? That book. Loathing. Something.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. From Hunter S. Thompson. It's totally Fear and Loathing, dude.
Maybe he read Fear and Loathing. Or I can do a Vampirella story like that.
and let's throw in Alice in Wonderland because there's got to be a hole that they went down, because that's what maybe we went down this hole. He gassed them and made them pass out, and then they woke up and they started freaking tripping balls, dude, here.
Yep. And then no, but the funniest thing, they made those little doors perverts for sure.
Oh no, they're like, oh, get off her, give me her. They're like, this is so much better. There's something like this is so much better than Snow White or whatever. She lost her whiteness. And like, wait, what? So I'm like, okay, these are the 7 doors, and they're like, no, get off her. She's mine. No, she's mine. No, she's mine.
Right. And then, but my favorite part is Pendragon's answer for this. I didn't drink anything this morning, so I shouldn't see anything.
I love that line. He's like, I didn't even drink anything this morning, so what the hell's going on here?
Yeah,
I'm not hallucinating. I'm not drunk, I swear.
And then Vampy's screaming at Pendragon like, "What the hell's going on? Like, what is this?"
Like, Penny, help me! And he's just like, "What's going on?" And then he gave him more shenanigans. People, other like people from fairy tales coming in here.
Like Captain Hook, I'm assuming that's who that's supposed to be.
Okay,
Captain Hook, and then we get I'm guessing the space person was supposed to be Buck Rogers or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's who it was supposed to be. But I just thought it was funny. Like, Vampy's supposed to know how to fight, and Vampy can't fight off the 7 dwarfs.
No, nothing out here. It's like she just doesn't know what's going on. It's like, as a reader, we have no idea what's going on either. They just threw so much stuff in these little, panels, few panels that are in this. It's like, and like the coloring is, I don't know. It's like, hey, I want to color like Disney right here or something. Like, it's wild, dude. What
drove me nuts because at least Dubé lightened her up from previous, like from the front cover, because I looked in here too. Yeah, so I'm guessing Dubé goes, I'll darken her since they're at the funeral, and then I'll lighten them since they're in. The third time I read it, I think they're in the dude's head. I think that's where they're in. That's where they're at. Is somehow they got sent into his brain or his head or something or another. The recluse. That's what it felt like after you had to read it a couple of times to actually somewhat get it, but it's still a bad. It's. I thought the freaking Carnival of Death one was bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought the Carnival of Death one was bad, but this is pretty bad.
Well, he ends up saying there at the end, like he didn't know what he was doing. All he was super wealthy, and he just cared about greed. Right. And in his final moments, he realized that like he created these worlds,
right?
And these worlds were going to cost him all this money, and he didn't care no more because he realized happiness wasn't, greed and money. It was actually giving the money away that he made. So he wanted to create all these worlds, and they're going to be on every continent, right, is what he said. So like these fantasy lands type of thing, but like, again, it didn't really hit. It felt like we were in his head the whole time, but
right. It didn't feel like a theme park or nothing. It just felt like we were in the dude's head, like on a really bad acid trip.
Because they get out of this rabbit hole and like, oh no, this is it's so wild. Like I don't get it at all.
He goes, oh hey, there's a Pincher goes, every time it changes, that door stays where it's at. Maybe that's how we get out of here.
So let's walk through the rabbit hole of Alice in Wonderland. Let's walk back out of it, and then they walk out of it, and that's where we get introduced to Charlie, and he's talking to
and the recluse Howard Hughes, and it's like it drove me nuts too, and it drove B nuts because at least the brain looked like a brain. The freaking eyes look like just two big black dots, even in the freaking. Because honestly, I think if he left it black and white, and then left all the shading that Jose did, I think it would have done it a little bit better than coloring the son of a gun, or he went heavy with colors, because it drove me nuts, because trying to figure out if those were, like you said, if those were, you have to freaking zoom in on them.
I didn't know what it was, to be honest with you, so I had to like read the whole freaking page. I'm like, oh, and then at the very bottom panel here, I thought
it was two other things.
I know, right? It looked like some nips right there, some silver dollars right there. But
or some other belongings to a guy.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I know, right? You got to keep your brains in your balls, right? Why would you keep anything else? You need all that stuff. It really.
It really drove up me and B nuts, going to try to figure out what the hell's going on. You're like,
I know,
you're looking, and I'm like, I'm
shaking my head.
If I can't get it, I know B's not gonna get it. I know Dell's are gonna be like, what the hell are these things? Because I even did the same thing where I looked on the laptop. I'm like, I can't really see it. I grabbed the real issue, and I'm like, damn. I go, the real issue is even as bad as the freaking PDF. I'm like. I go, dude, Dubé shouldn't have colored it. Dubé should have had somebody else color it, or should have at least had one of Jose's guys color it, not him. Because he honestly, I think he wanted to do some, some pretty stuff, and went, oh, let me just go all out with some different colors. I would love to see. I would love if Dubé was still around. I would love to pick his damn brain and go, what was your why?
Because it doesn't even look like a glass jar with like formaldehyde, what everything would be floating in. Right. It looks like a solid like jar with like two circles on it. It doesn't look like a glass jar at all to me. Like that's what like what the bleep is this? And then like I had to read it and find out. I'm like, oh, okay, but yeah, it is.
I'm wondering, like I said, I'm wondering if we took all the color off of it and all the shading, and just left it at like what Jose's black and whites, would it be a little better off? Like if we could, maybe it may be because we don't know what it looked like with black and white, you know, and it could have looked a lot better, and we could actually tell what they were.
Yeah, Vampy looks like she went to a freaking water park this weekend and got super sunburned, did the whole freaking book. Like, I think that if it would have been left in black and white, we could have actually seen better artwork from it. I think the color covers up and it messes up the actual black and white Gonzalez's work on it. I think that's what I think.
No, I think the same thing. But this part of it, that's how I figured out they were eyeballs, because of this
finally you get whites around it. All of them are these little black dots in it. Look at that. Look at this. What the hell is this? And then you go to it. That's when I finally realized they were white. There were eyeballs right there.
So he got I think he got lazy here and freaking went, I'm not gonna put whites on him. I'm just
he forgot. He forgot. He was too busy.
Something happened, because look at that, man. And even her color got lighter. It's like,
right there, like,
what the hell happened? I'm like, even in the hard copy, I'm like, really? I go, how'd that happen? I go, what the hell happened? I'm like, but don't forget, he's the editor on top of being, so he was editing the book. So he's not just editing freaking Vampirella, he's editing Creepy, he's editing Eerie, and then he's editing Vampy. So he's editing like three magazines, let's just say 40 pages, 50, something about each pages, you know what I mean? And he's looking through all of them. So he does. I don't know where he had the time to do that and color at the same time.
Maybe they were trying to save money. Like, we want a color issue, but we don't want to pay a colorist. He's like, well, I'm the editor. I'll just do it.
Yeah. Stay edit. Well, me and B say stay editing, because you suck at coloring.
Pretty bad. It was overall, it was a pretty a bad issue. So like the millionaire, he feels bad because he just was recluse for so long, and now, like you said, he wants to make this gateway to Wonderland. He wants to put all these Wonderlands, which we saw with the Seven Dwarves and Snow White or whatever.
Let's just say it's a perverted version of the fairy tales, because the seventh, I don't remember the Seven Dwarves being that
female
that bad, almost ripping the female in half just to get a piece of it.
And even our Captain Hook, he's like, let go of her, she is mine. It's like they've never seen a woman before. You know?
Pretty much. It's like, it's a little weird. And then it's not the Queen of Hearts, it's the King of Hearts.
So
I thought that was funny. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh, but they probably couldn't have used, because they used the Queen of Hearts already.
Queen of Hearts before,
So that they didn't want people to get confused with that the character they introduced, and then is it the same?
But they confused the hell out of us, though. I mean, they really did.
Yeah, they honestly confused the hell out of me. And B, I've read this before this. I read it when I first got it too, and I'm like, from I forgot all about this, and I read it. I'm like, holy crap, I'm fucking confused still after reading it 3 times. I'm like, this was not good at all. Color wise, art wise, pretty much Dubé ruined the whole freaking issue or the whole freaking story because of his coloring. Because look at Jose's black and white stuff.
Look how amazing that looks right there. That looks stunning.
And look at that. After Dubé's touches of color, of each color, you know what I mean? It's like, no. Because Dubé goes, maybe I should color it. No, you should not color anything else after this. I'm curious how many more did he color after this? Because, dude, this is super dark. Even in here, even in the hard copy that I got, it's a lot slightly lighter than this, but it's still bad. It's still not the greatest.
I mean, this is probably that page that you're right there. The first one was probably the best coloring page out of the whole book. That one looks okay to me, but it just goes downhill from there. But that one looks,
I mean, it looks okay, But me and B agree they shouldn't be this dark. All three of them shouldn't be this dark.
No,
They're at night in a freaking cemetery. So
yeah.
he doesn't know his shadows or whatever. However, Jose had them, in black and white. He just put color on top of his shading part of it. So he should have just left the shading part and just lightened it, or either lightened his shading or did something where it didn't darken them into like Italians or into
because you get no hair definition from Vampirella. Right. It's just like a black blob. Like maybe there's no like how Jeannie Frism would do with her covers. Right. You can actually see lines and like see hairs through it. You can't see it. It's just a black. There's nothing there.
Right, but we don't. I don't blame Jose. I don't blame Jose on this one. No. I blame Dubé on this one for coloring it horribly. Or I can't blame Dubé either, because around this time is when they started going bankrupt. So I'm guessing maybe Warren goes, hey, I can't afford a colorist right now. Can you do it? But he forgets that you have Dubé doing editing duties of Vampirella,
Eerie and creepy,
and all these other things that you have him freaking editing. So it's like, how is he gonna color something and editing something? He's probably rushing to color this to get it out, and he's like, it's good enough, and freaking pushes it.
And that makes sense too, Jeff, because like they were going through, like you said, the bankruptcy maybe phase here where they're running out of money. So this issue has a lot of reprints from the previous runs, and this is the only new story that's in this issue.
Right.
So that makes sense. It's like, well, what are we going to do? We have no new writers or new stories or new artists. So let's go ahead and make it like an annual type of series where we'll do a bunch of reprints and put one new story in. But how can we sell it? Well, let's make Vampy color.
Right.
Because there's not that many color versions of her so far. And so then they're like, well, we don't have the money to make it color. Well, Dubé, I'll just do it. So I think you hit it right there.
I think Dubé had I bet you anything. Dubé goes, maybe I shouldn't, but Warren goes, hey, I got nobody else.
Exactly.
You gotta do this, or
else no issues coming out. It's got to be done. It's got to get done. You want a paycheck? He's like, oh, I want a paycheck. Well, let's do it.
I feel bad. I don't feel bad for Warren. I feel bad for all the people that worked under him at the time. Like, I like Dubé had to color this probably like at a rush. You know what I mean? Because let's just say, publishing and printing is going to take a while. So this thing actually came out in August, but since they put it on the books in October. because they don't want people taking them up. They didn't want the newspaper stand people to take them off the rack before that. So so that was interesting to find out. I pretty much, you guys know what I do. Every week I research the issue, like look it up to see when it got published and then why the dates don't match. Like the Vampy one says September 1st, but it's not in September. So it's same thing like this, final cutoff, or 3 months in advance or whatever.
Okay.
So it's probably, so it's September. So it's probably a couple months back from that. So it's not actually, she didn't actually come out in September. So she probably came out mid-August,
July, maybe June.
July, June, somewhere. So she's actually, so July would be the date, the actual published date. And then but it's September. So her actual birthday or whatever is actually in July or June, one of the two. But me and B are gonna give this one a big goose egg. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I can start off. To be honest with you, I hate to do it, but I gotta stay true. I gotta stay real. This story was a 2 out of 10. I'm giving it a 2, and the art maybe a 3. This is the worst Vampy book that I read And I'm sorry.
And we read a lot of Vampy.
And I'm a fanboy. I'm a fanboy. And like I'm sorry.
Hey, we're both fanboys.
Yep.
We're both. You're being nice. You gave it a 2. I was gonna give it a big goose egg, but I'll give it I'll agree with you. I'll give it a 2. But yeah, 2 art wise. If it wasn't for Jose,
yeah, exactly.
That thing would be a big goose egg. It's the coloring that fucked it up. Honestly, it's the coloring that messed this up. Because it's that coloring that really screwed with this story. Because honestly, if Dubé left it black and white, if they left it black and white, I think it would have been a lot better. This just made me laugh every time. Like,
I'm like, what am I reading, dude? I'm like, I never took acid, but I felt like I took acid after reading this book, dude.
Yeah, this part made me laugh. So when it made me laugh, I'm like, ooh. I'm gonna do something with this, and that's why I did that little promotions thing with
when I saw that, I laughed my ass off, dude. I was like, oh my god, he's so right. This is perfect, because that's what the book was. I'm like, this is perfect. And like people are like, what is this? Like, well, if you read the book or watch the show, now you know what that means.
Yeah. Now, that's why I put on the description. I go, come and find out what the 7 doors and Vampirella has in common, or something to do with. Yep. And then next week we get another fairy tale type character, somebody from Sleepy Hollow.
Oh no, yeah, right. Headless Horseman's coming.
Yep, Headless Horseman's. Right? Yep, Headless Horseman's coming. Okay. So I already got promotions for that one. I already created a promotions for that one already. You're gonna laugh on that one. Good, because I got 2 versions of that.
I think I looked up up something and I remember that. I'm like, oh wow. Yeah. But I haven't read the story yet. I will though this week, and we definitely will be talking about that.
Yep. And then I'll show you guys the cover. I found out some cool stuff about next week's. About this cover. I found out some interesting information on it. So I'll tell you guys next week about this one. And then I found out we'll still another Jose Gonzalez panel. We gotta have these. Yeah, we need t-shirts, we need posters, and like load up the studio with those, and the hallway coming down to the studio, down to the haunted basement. Yeah, I need freaking posters of those. It's like with lights on them, dude. Oh, like they would look so good, dude. Yeah, and then this is the first panel of the story, at least.
I don't know what the story is, but like right there, it's got me super intrigued. Right there, the Headless Horseman of All Hallows Eve. Come on, dude, let's freaking go, dude. That sounds amazing. Yeah,
and well, let's just say, you're gonna get a good story out of this one, better than our lowest scored story of all episodes.
Yeah, I think
our lowest score one is this one, because dude, honestly, honestly, Jose's art's great in it. If it was black and white, I think it would be a lot better. But
yeah, agree.
Dude, I mean, Dubé rushed. Like, you can tell he probably like rushed it, because like you said, the head part, the hair,
her hair is like there's no definition in the hair. It's just like a black blob, and it's like you can maybe see a little lighting on it, but dude, it's so bad. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then compared to like I showed you guys earlier, compared to these panels, you know what I mean? Like this.
Oh man, dude, look at that thing. That thing's stunning as hell. Give me that as a poster right there. Look at Vampy. Look at the definition of the teeth. You can see the fangs, and it's like so subtle. Everything. And Adam, that thing's great, dude.
Yeah, me and Rachel Holland recreated it, but I did. Yeah. I had her bite my neck instead of looking at me. So that's the original. The original photo was that, and then we did some Photoshop stuff and made it where she was actually looking at me. So I actually redid this. We recreated it, and then had a friend do the Adam part, or Conrad's part, where no,
not Jeff. Yeah,
exactly. You've seen it, so I've shared it. But this is the first time that. Oh no, yeah, this is the first time they actually get introduced. These guys get introduced to each other, and let's just say uh Conrad was ready to stake her butt. Yeah, and Adam was like, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, I started reading that one because I haven't read it, and it was like, oh, she's not even there. He's like, oh, I let her go. She's still out there. It was, yeah. So I want to go back and read. I didn't read some of these earlier issues, but like I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. Because after reading this, I'm like, I had to like wash my brain of this freaking, this issue and these colors. And the next one was like, oh wow, this looks really good. The black and white version of it.
Yeah, so this is gonna be our lowest score. Even for the cover, they could have because the cover was a St. Julian, but the St. Julian was used on issue 20 something or 30 something. So they just reused the cover for an annual. So that's because that's nothing new.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're good for originality.
Why wouldn't they just put Jose's on the fucking cover right there? That was so amazing. And you get this one. I love St. Julian.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one just use that. There you go. There's your cover.
Compared to the Jose's pencil cover. Compared to and then at least we get her a butt shot, but still. Yeah. but still, it's like it's just a little one compared to
man, amazing. That's
amazing. And I used it as our thumbnail this week. That's how much I liked it. So but I just thought it was fun, score wise, originality score a 2. Originality for this issue is a 2. And then art wise, like B said, 3.
Give it a 3, but that's
not because of Jose. Yeah, that's not even because of Jose. That's because of
freaking the color.
It's
Dubé's color.
Dubé's coloring is what screwed it up. Honestly, Dubé's color really ruined it, man. Now I understand why artists complain about colorists. Now me and you understand. It.
It covers up the detail. If the colorist doesn't know what they're doing, it just messes everything up. Right. I'm sure there's a lot of detail in this in a black and white.
Right.
But with the color, it covers up all that.
Honestly, I would love to see these panels. I would love to actually see if these panels ever. I looked it up. None of these panels came up before, so it must be either in a personal collection or in Two Tane's collection himself. It's or in Warren's or somebody's.
Warren Dubé may own them. Dubé's,
At least Dubé owns the colors. Maybe somebody owns the black and whites, or I don't know. But it's just weird. It's just like this thing was super weird. Yeah. Our lowest scored a 2. Me and B never scored nothing a 2. So this is bad. And we've read a lot of Vampy. We thought the carnival. You guys thought the carnival of death was was gonna be the lowest. You guys are wrong.
I enjoy that one a lot more now after reading this one.
Yeah, after reading this one, we needed to wash our brains of all the. That's why I jumped to this issue. After that's why, that's why I jumped to that issue. I'm like, dude, I need to wash my brain. I've read it like 3 times. I'm like, oh, I need to. It was hard, man. I'm like, I'm confused a little. Like bits and pieces were missing because I thought the Carnival of Death issue was they had way too many characters. This one was it was missing bits and pieces, and the coloring didn't help.
Yeah, it was missing parts of the story. It seemed like I said, pages missing. Like how, unless they wanted you to like make you feel like you were drugged and like you woke up and like you have no idea what's going on. Like with Vampy and Pendragon, they didn't know what was going on, and then like there's this, there's that, there's this, there's dwarves coming at them, Captain Hook's coming at them. The King of Queens or whatever's coming at them. Like crazy stuff. So.
Dude. She's in a coat, and the freaking Seven Doors almost ripped the coat off, almost ripped her outfit off.
Yeah, That
I'm
would
like,
not fly today. That would not fly today at all.
This, see, like but me and you know that she could fight, so it's like it's kind of weird to
Yeah.
have the seven doors just like
Attack her. She easily turn into a bat. She can
right,
easily like turn invisible because in the very first issue, #1, she can turn invisible, but
right.
like it's she loses her powers when it makes it
Makes it
convenient for the writer.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it drives me crazy. Like, see, like this part, you can tell Jose this black and white, it would have been amazing because of Jose, but because of that, dude, you can't even tell she has hair because how black it is.
Yeah, it is. And like everything, like her coat almost looks like the same color as the dwarves' coat. So it
Right, right,
like
right,
the shading's off right there.
right.
It's all black. And like, why is Pendragon like scared and running away? Like, why wouldn't he be coming over here there trying to maybe
Oh,
pull one of them off? Like he's
right,
like
right.
it's
But
like he's in a trance. He doesn't know what's going on. And
right,
maybe that's what it was. That it made it look like, I guess the writing of this was everybody was in their own head or something, and they didn't
right.
know what to do because they were so lost. They got smoked, they got gas drugged, and
Yeah,
so I don't know.
yeah. It just drove me crazy for dude. You just read it how many times? You read it once, right, or
I
twice?
read it once, but I mean I read it thoroughly. And I was
Yeah.
invested in it. I had no
Yeah.
distractions. I had my classes on
I read,
early in the morning.
I
I'm
read it
reading
three.
everything.
I read it three. I read it three times, and I'm like, dude, there's stuff. I'm like, what the bleep? There's stuff missing. I'm like, because the first time I read it, I'm like, I'm scratching my head. And then so I read it the second time. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it should go a little smoother.
Yeah.
Nope. And then I read it the third time. I'm like, well, I understand it a little better, but it's still freaking confusing. It still like feels like parts are missing.
I
But
totally agree. Totally
yeah.
agree.
So yeah. So you guys thought the freaking Carnival of Death was our lowest scored. This is good 2 for us. I'm curious. I'm honestly curious what Dell's score gonna be. So we're gonna ask him next week. We're gonna ask Dell next week because, dude, the coloring really ruined it for me. and B.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're totally on the same page with this.
Yeah,
all around coloring,
coloring, art,
the story,
originality
originality.
of the thing
Wow.
was low. And the only reason I even did the 7 doors was I'm like, it's gonna make me laugh. It's gonna make B and everybody else laugh, and it's gonna make you guys all want to tune in to see what the 7. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that was my idea. The whole idea is now the whole idea is to read anything and then to use the idea and create it out of and then make it into a thumb or make it into a promotions thing. So that's gonna be my next the newer idea.
Yeah, the dial up this issue. This is Fear and Loathing with Vampirella.
Pretty much.
Fear and Loathing with Vampirella. That's what this book was.
Yeah. This is the Fear and Loathing one, but pickup ability wise, it's a high pickup ability wise. But
yeah, because of all those other stories, and you can get all the older ones, and yeah, I would definitely try to look for this one and pick it up, just to own it because of all the other magazine stories.
Yep.
In this issue, there's probably like 4 or 5 other stories that already were pre-published. So if you don't want to go and look out and buy those stories individually, because we all know that Vampirella magazine from the Warren Publishing, they're going to be a little bit expensive to find and even find in good quality. But with this one, you can go ahead and get 5 pretty much issues in one issue. And then you have this, the new one in it, the color one, but you don't have to go seek out all those other issues.
Yeah, because
if you don't want to be a completist like Jeff and I, we want to own them all. But if you wanted this to have it's a trade paperback, is what this is. It's a trade paperback with more stories in it.
Yep, pretty much. That's a trade paperback before a trade paperback.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we're gonna get this, and then we're gonna get this next week. So we get something better next week. So we get the Headless Horseman, and we get Adam Pendragon, and Conrad. We get all the whole crew back, kind of. Well, because Vampy gets let's just say Vampy gets shenanigans into something, like she always does.
She always does.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I enjoyed the old ones and I enjoyed the new ones. The new ones are not bad. I mean, honestly, they're not super bad. It's just he's trying to do his own thing, and these guys were trying to do their own thing, and it's kind of interesting to see because she didn't have no universe, and they're building universes for her right now. Yeah,
wow.
Yeah,
but my God.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones out of that Jose's done. And I really want this one on a t-shirt. Maybe we should reach out to maybe we should reach out to Nick and go, hey Nick, we need this on a t-shirt.
I'm sure I know a t-shirt guy. I'm sure I can get this going. But yeah. Wow, dude, that thing is stunning, dude. Look at this thing.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones that Jose's done. One of his my favorite Vampy pinups that he's done. This one and the previous one, but this it's always been my favorite one. So
no, I agree with you. This thing blew my mind when I'd never seen this thing. You brought it up on screen now. I'm just like, wow, dude.
Yeah, well, you'll get the PDF as soon as we get off of this. But yeah, man. So everybody, your brains are gonna be cleaned up. We'll mind wipe you guys next week, but you guys are gonna have to live with 7 doors and being a little perverted. We're leaving you with perverted 7 doors.
Yeah.
So B, what you got going on this week? So let's
Well, I got a special guest on my live show on Wednesday. John Castle-Spiltopulosis is going to be joining my show. We're going to be talking with the hottest covers. We got the 20 covers going. It's already produced. It's ready to go. I'm so excited to see my big boy, John Castle-Spiltopulosis. Dude's amazing.
I love him. Yeah, I love him, man. He's a great dude.
Yep, he's on my show. I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited. He's excited. It's like bringing I'm getting chill bumps just thinking about it, being able to get him up on the show. And it's not just me talking to y'all. Like now we can have another guy on there. And I wanted to invite Jeff maybe here in the future, because now I'm learning this StreamYard thing. Yeah. If you want to come on the show on my show, I'm definitely going to invite you to come onto the show.
Hey, I'm down. I'm always down to jump on and to help out brothers in arms, man. I said. Always down. But you guys know what to do. You guys know all of B's information is down in the description below. And be sure to hit the thumbs up, man. I appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up for last week, man. I got 9 thumbs. Let's try to get at least 10 thumbs this week, or at least 400 thumbs. How about all 400 guys? All 400
and even if you're watching on the rewind, just to say something in the comments. That's all. Just say like a cool show, or what you liked or what you didn't like about the issue. That's all that matters. Like a little tiny bit helps the algorithm out and helps us out and gets us put out to more people, because I know there's so many people that love Vampirella out there. So let's get them, let's do it. Let's get a community growing.
Yeah, let's get some more people for Vampy Book Club. Like I said, me and B are always working in the background about getting guests and stuff. I'm working on it, and guys, this stuff takes time, and people don't have sometimes they don't got the time, or they need to work out. We need to work something out, but eventually, this thing is gonna grow. We're gonna get bigger and bigger. Let's get B, me, let's get B, let's get the Dollar Dell's channel up there too. Let's get Dell to 100. Dell's at like 4 subscribers right now. So
we'll get him up there. We got to get him to produce some more videos. But like this is a great community. If you like Vampirella, make sure you subscribe to Jeff's channel, Cantonese Comic Book Kid. Subscribe to me, Triple B Haunted Basement. Haunted Comics. I got 2 of them, but Haunted Comics. Dude, like we are just getting started. We're only on number 55. This thing goes up to 113. So
we're Yeah, we're going
We're still
all the
going.
way.
We're all the way, baby. We ain't stopping, dude. We're going full throttle all the way in, all the way, not just a tip, all the way in, baby.
We're going all the way in on those. We're going all the way on the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we're getting we're going in on this. So we're gonna go into Harris later, maybe if I can find PDFs on them. So we'll go. The
only thing we won't get into is the Christopher Priest run, because then we will both be spinning our heads left and right. We won't know what to go. Christopher Priest.
Yeah.
Maybe though.
Maybe when we get there. But we'll see you guys next week, and we'll enjoy the rest of your 4th, and we'll see you guys later.